all based on how much money they have and how busy they are. He's got quite a bit of money right now, 270, almost 300 gold. And once these things become available, you'll see that he'll go to the market and he'll buy some healing potions. Now that the smithy's done, if you noticed, I already bought both of my units for my smithy here. And if you go and see one of my warriors, you'll notice that he has. He just bought some heal potions there, so now we know he's got all covered in that front. He hasn't bought anything yet. But yeah, as soon as they feel like they're ready, they'll go to it. But it's dictated mostly on how motivated they are and what they feel like they need to do at the same time. That's why it comes into a simulation. So it's similar to games like Railroad Tycoon and SimCity and stuff like that, in the sense that they'll go through a queue of when they feel like it's the most important thing. Yeah, there'll be up to 4 players via multiplayer or LAN. So I don't know who's providing it right now, but I know 1C definitely and Pandemic plan on doing something like that. Oh, see here. We've been dealing with skeletons all the time here, right? But we didn't really know where they came from. We found this ancient graveyard. I'm putting a destroy ancient graveyard bounty on it, and I'm giving it like a huge bounty. I put 600 gold on it. Now if you look up here, you'll see each one of my characters has a red contract above their head. That means these guys are stoked to go and kill this ancient graveyard. So you'll notice too, if you put the thing above it, there's 3 that are interested in doing this whole thing. And you see my rangers are already on top of this. Once this is destroyed, there won't be any more skeletons that'll be coming in and plaguing my city anymore. So, but yeah, that is the Majesty. There's a lot of upgrades that you can do too, and there's obviously a tech tree for each one of these buildings where you can upgrade and give your units special attacks. Like the warriors have this really cool crushing blow that like sends units flying across the screen when they do their attack. And the wizards, you can give them fireballs, lightning bolts, everything that you can. And say for example, there's a cleric's guild that you can build. And one of the cool things about the Cleric's Guild is when you actually build it, there's a research option where you as the king have the ability to spend money to just automatically heal units. So say for example, again, this bear is kind of messing things up, but my guys here, if I wanted to, I could just click a button and heal them, even though they're pretty much taken care of because they got a bunch of healing potions on them. It's very important to get those. I learned this very quickly. It's very important to get those healing potions available to them ASAP, or they don't last very long. But it's a really well-designed game because it's not just your standard RTS. You have to really think about, like how would I motivate a real army to do what I wanted to do a la mercenary style. Is it similar to what you're doing when you play like SimCity or something like that and you have no money left, no one's coming into your park, or no one's coming into your city, you're not generating any taxes, and you, for all intents and purposes, failed. You failed your macro management, you failed your micromanagement, and you might as well just restart. It's very hard to do because your tax collectors are constantly walking around to your buildings and collecting the taxes and giving it back to you. But it's also not too hard, and if like bears, skeletons, and elementals are all coming into your building all at the same time, and you got 2 warriors that don't know what to do with themselves, So it really does lend itself to kind of you learning how to do the system and make sure that, you're covered on all fronts. This Royal Guard's he's not going to last very long, but I can also, do a call to arms, so I can make like a bunch of squires out of peasants real fast. And that's like an immediate defense force, so I can just pay $250 for 3 poor little squires that go and just try to defend whatever they can if all of my guys are on their way doing contracts. Oh, here we go. See, he's off to go buy new stuff. Exclamation point. He's heading off to the market, and watch, you'll see that as soon as he gets in there, he's gonna walk in, and hopefully he'll come out with a bunch of goodies. Yeah, bunch of pots. So, let's see, we should probably make sure that he has other cool, upgrade their weapons so we can make sure that they have that available to them. But they also go home to rest all the time too. So, if they're weary from battle, they won't go out and do a contract to help maximize their lifespan. So they're not just going to walk around being like, I'm going to take this bear on with 5 hit points. They're going to walk back, rest, and then go back out when they're feeling refreshed and ready to earn more money, which is very, very comforting, because the last thing you want to do is chase down one of your heroes that's stupidly going out to do a mission, and you don't want him to die. So, let's see. What else do we got here? Tavern. Tavern's classic. In later parts of the game, you can actually put your heroes into parties through the tavern, and you can make groupings with them to send them out and do contracts as well, too. That's for when you have to do really big stuff, like you have to fight dragons later in this game, like big MMORPG style, like huge raid missions where you have to go and destroy a bunch of monsters and then a big boss at the end. The farther away that your characters have to go away from your economy, the more prepared they have to be when they actually leave the city. So, let's see. Should probably take care of... There's a sewer. Let's get this bear's den over here. So yeah, this is actually, we just got this. This is so new that I don't even think there's a release date on it yet. So, I mean, it's in the 2009 to 2010 circuit for 1C, but this is probably definitely a next year title. Yeah, so awesome. Thank you guys.